Hey guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. We'll start the session in about 5 minutes. A few folks are still joining in, so please hold on for next 5 minutes with me, and then we'll start off with the session. Okay, guys. Yeah, so we'll proceed with the session now. So, just a quick introduction about myself. My name is Arshan Hassan, and I'm one of the co-founders over here at AlmaBetter. Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if I'm audible and my video is coming out clearly. You can give me a thumbs up using reactions. Okay, great. Okay. So yeah, welcome all of you to this session. So as I told that I'm one of the co-founders over here at AlmaBetter, and prior to getting associated with AlmaBetter, I was also working as a data scientist. So I have like over 7+ years of experience working as a data scientist. Today's session, the objective is that to give you guys a fair idea of how to proceed ahead with looking out for jobs in the domain of data science at top product companies in 2024, how the industry itself has evolved, why data science has become important, what are the career prospects in data science, the long term, short term objectives, how you should see it from next 10 years roadmap as well, and whether it's the career for you or not. And we'll also discuss what kind of skill sets you require today to crack a data science interview in 2024, what kind of skill sets, what kind of technical skill sets are required to be able to succeed as a data scientist in present day scenario. So a lot has changed over the years, right? Data science is a very new profession. It just started off, I would say, 10 years back. 10 years, if you go 10 years down the line, right? If you move 10 years up the timeline, you would hardly hear about roles related to data science. But the industry itself has evolved that today data science has become really crucial in whatever industry, whatever things we are doing, right? Almost every industry has fundamental use cases built around data science, and going forward that is how things will be, right? And so what are the future predictions? How are different government agencies predicting about data science? So we'll cover all of that. And so it will be a really interesting masterclass for you if you are actually looking seriously to pursue a career in data science. Then today's class will actually help you get the right perspective. I'll try to accumulate all the experiences that I have. Plus, being associated with Alma Better, every day I see n number of students applying for different roles across different companies. We have their interview experiences coming back to us, and we collate them, and then from all these collective experiences we try to build the right kind of framework that a budding data scientist or a budding candidate should follow to be able to get the right kind of success in this domain. So I've tried to accumulate all those experience, all the recent experiences from our students, all the experiences that we have as data scientists ourselves. And in a nutshell, the overall idea is that in next 50 to 60 minutes, I'll try to give you guys out the right kind of information that will help you in efficient decision making in order to proceed ahead with a career and to evaluate whether this career is for you or not. So yeah, stick on with me till the end of this session if you're actually interested in pursuing a career in data science, and if you're actually seriously evaluating your career in data science and you want to understand the know-how of how this industry works, then probably next 50-60 minutes will be a right add-on for you, and you'll get a better understanding on how to think about this. So yeah, before we move ahead with this session, let's do a quick round of introduction. So I think people who have joined new, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Arshan Hassan, and I'm one of the co-founders over here at AlmaBetter. This is a live session. I have joined in from Bangalore, and so yeah, that's about me. I would like to read in chats about you guys. A quick round of introduction. Maybe you can just ping in which city have you joined in us from, and what's your preferred mode of communication for this masterclass? Is it English or Hindi? So that will help me accordingly pace my session and adapt to the requirement of everyone who is joining in. So just let me know which city are you joining us in from, and what is your preferred mode of communication. Waiting to read the chats, guys. Go ahead, type in this info. Yes, guys, please go ahead and type in. Yup. Komal from Muzaffarpur, Bihar. Preferred mode of communication is English. Hey, Komal, welcome to the session. Kajol from Bhubaneswar, English. ठीक है. I'll try to balance out between Hindi and English. Piyush Kumar from Patna, Bihar. Nikhil from Gujarat. And please do in Hindi. निखिल डोंट वरी, आई थिंक जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स होंगे जहाँ पे भी मुझे लगेगा कि हिंदी में बताना इज इम्पोर्टेंट, वहाँ पे मैं करूंगा, बट मोस्टली आई विल ट्राई दैट मोर देन 70-80% ऑफ द सेशन इज इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज we have people from non-Hindi speaking states also. Great. Nikhil from Gujarat, uh, Gurjas from Noida, Shahzad from Bangalore, Pratiksha from Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, Shalendra from Indore. Welcome, guys. Welcome all of you to the session. Go ahead, guys. Whoever who has joined us in new, let's do a quick round of introduction. I'm glad to see that so many people joining in from different states, all coming in for a common cause. Great, guys. Lokesh from Bangalore, Shamini, 2+ years English. Okay, Shamini, got it. Great, guys. Welcome all of you to the session. So great. Now I'll just share my screen. Ishwar from Maharashtra. Welcome, Ishwar. Ritika from Hyderabad. Great, guys. So many people joining in from different part of the country. Glad to see all of you, and really welcome all of you. I hope that next 50 to 60 minutes, I'll try to give you the best idea about data science, about how it has progressed, how you can look at it from next 10 years timeline, what kind of skill sets are required, what to expect in interviews in 2024, and so on and so forth. Kajol is asking, is age a bar to shift to data science field? Kajol, I think I'll cover this in the session itself. I have got a slide on this as well. But in a nutshell, age is not a bar. In fact, just like any other vertical like marketing, sales, right? Data science also has multiple openings for multiple roles, right? You can join in as a fresher, you can join in as a senior analyst, or maybe a senior data scientist, and then you can move up the ladder. So age generally doesn't matter much if you already have the right kind of skill set and experience. I'll come to that. I'll explain you in detail once we go ahead with the session. Shamini from Tamil Nadu, Sayan from Kolkata. Welcome, guys. Welcome all of you to the session. Neha from Maharashtra. Great. Hi, Neha. Great. So I think a lot of people are already here. I think the first 50 to 60 minutes, I'll be essentially taking the session, giving you a broad idea of the data science industry itself from a career perspective, how to go ahead and look for a career in the domain of data science. I understand that we will have some students, right, who will be having some specific queries regarding to course offerings at AlmaBetter. So after I complete the masterclass, like within first 50 to 60 minutes, after that, uh, we will excuse me, guys. Yeah. So after that, we will have counselors, some senior counselors from the admissions team, who will be here to give you to answer all your queries, explain everything that happens at Alma Better. And don't worry, I think everything, all your queries will be answered. So quickly, let me explain you how the flow of session will work like. So I'll be presenting my screen and I'll walk you through the entire session. I'll give you all the understanding and all the information that I want to pass you on. Meanwhile, I'll also be monitoring the chats. So I'll be actively monitoring the chats in case you have any queries, any discussions that you want me to pick up, right? And if it is contextual to the topic that we are discussing, then I'll pick it up on the go. And so feel free to put in all your thoughts, all your comments, all your queries in the chat section, and I'll pick it up on the go. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead with the session. I'll just share my screen. Yeah, so let me know, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Meanwhile, I think a few people have joined in. Sandeep from Maharashtra. Hey, Sandeep, welcome. Kajol, I'm from government sector. Don't have prior corporate experience. Don't worry, Kajol. I think I'll also show you some success stories of how people from different sectors have been able to migrate to data science as a field. Sandeep is I'm from non-technical background. Okay, Sandeep, no issues. We have like a lot of people from non-technical backgrounds also. So I'll show you some examples. Just hold on with me till the end of the session. I'll walk you through what kind of switches have been possible. So yeah, guys, just give me a thumbs up if my screen is visible. Great. So this is how the flow of session will look like today. First, we will discuss about data science use cases at top product companies. The idea is to make you understand that how important data science as a field has evolved and has become fundamental to the core business requirements today. And I'll also give you a brief overview of how this domain looks like in next 10 years, what to expect, what not to expect. Is it like the right field to stick to for coming 10, 20 years, and do you think it merits or not? So we'll cover those things. Post that, required skills and qualifications. So over here we'll cover what kind of skill sets are required to be able to successfully crack a data science interview today in 2024. Then I'll quickly give you a brief about the interview process, how the interview process looks like. And then we'll go through some of the sample interview questions, what to expect in interviews, and what kind of case study questions to generally expect in interviews. So that is what fundamentally we'll be covering today. Right. So let's first take data science industry use cases, right? So how important data science today has become across all industries. So beginning with, let's take example of Meta, right? Meta is a very big player. It's a company that operates in more than 200 countries, right? So what is their fundamental revenue generation model? It is ads, right? The ads that they show, the relevancy of those ads is essentially what helps them uh, get the revenue out of the entire ads engine itself. So how is that happening? So the fundamental use case that Meta is having, the fundamental data science use case that Meta is having, is news and ad feed personalization, right? the post, the reels, the feed that you see on your Instagram account or your Facebook account is highly personalized basis you. And the kind of personalization that they have been able to achieve through state of the art recommendation models is what is driving their entire revenue, right? It's the relevancy of those ads, relevancy of things that are important to me, that matter to me, that I like, and the contextual content that I'm able to see. That is what effectively drives the business for Meta altogether, right? So the overall idea is that that is how core data science as a use case is. So there is state of the art recommendation engines which is powering such fine tuned recommendations to every user, and that's how this entire thing is working, right? Another example is language translation. So if you imagine that how seamlessly Facebook has been able to penetrate into markets that are non-English speaking. So even if you take example of India as a country, Facebook offers its services in more than 14 languages. How is Facebook able to do that, right? So that is essentially nothing but translation models, NLP, advanced NLP models in place that is helping these translations on the go. Real time पे आप content देख सकते हो, right? If I post something on Instagram today in English, right? Someone sitting in Spain, someone sitting in France, right? If he or she follows you or you have a public account, right? They can see that content in their regional language on the go. There is no person or team required to trigger such manual translations. All of that is happening on the go. So that is how Facebook has been able to reach or penetrate into deeper markets, into non-English speaking languages, and do all of this effortlessly without any additional cost, right? So that is how fundamental data science use case is is to Meta, right? And अगर आप सोचोगे आज की डेट में is it possible to eliminate data science use cases from Meta? The answer is no, obviously not, right? Because the revenue, the business itself, it's so fundamentally contingent or pivoted on such use cases that the entire company feeds on it. As simple as that. So this is one example. If I take another example of Apple, Apple is again a huge company, right? So if it is said that if Apple was a company, if Apple was a country actually, right, then the total net worth of Apple, right, is such that if we rank all the countries in order of their GDP, and if Apple was a country, it would have been the sixth largest country in terms of GDP, right? So that's how huge Apple is, right? And you see how fundamental data science use cases are at Apple, right? If you must have used an iPhone or an iPad, right? Face ID technology, which uses facial recognition patterns to generate a specific model for your face, right? That is this entire Face ID is the core, I would say, security gateway feature for Apple, and almost all its devices inherently use it as a core value proposition, right? So what is this? This is nothing but a fundamental data science use case, right? App library suggestions, handwriting recognition, translate apps, right? Again, so the overall idea is that today the use cases at Apple are so fundamentally engrossed into data science use cases that it is impossible to now say that Apple can sustain without data science team or a data science use case at their end. And probably this was not the case 10 years ago. Probably 10 years ago, a lot of things were robotic, a lot of things were handled by the development team. It was logic based, it was rule based algorithms working out, right? But today the scenario has changed. The influx or the usage of data science algorithms, the probabilistic algorithms have increased. No more things are just rule based or logic based, right? It has like some really good use cases of data science coming in, and that is how the industry has evolved. And the overall idea is that these use cases have brought in such efficiencies into the system that now it is impossible to get away with it. So yeah, that's it. If I take example of Google, right? Again, be it whatever product Google is having, Google Photos, like image recognition, object recognition, all of these models powering Google Photos, Google Translate, NLP models, speech to text models, Google Ads, which heavily rely on recommendation engines, Google Search, again, advanced recommendation models, bot predictors, fake news predictors. So every single product that you see comes out from Google has multiple data science use cases powering it today. That is how important uh, data science as a field has become in last 10 years. कुछ और एग्जांपल्स लेते हैं. लेट्स टेक सम इंडियन कंपनीज, मीशो, मिंत्रा, और amazon, फ्लिपकार्ट, राइट? Players who are operating in India. तो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हो चुका है डेटा साइंस यूज केसेस अक्रॉस ऑल दीज प्रोडक्ट्स. सम ऑफ द थिंग्स यू माइट नॉट इवन रियलाइज बिकॉज इट इज नाउ सो seamlessly built in the UI or so seamlessly built into user experience that you might not even realize that it's a data science use case powering it, right? Something as simple as image and voice recognition. तो अभी से 5 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले, how would you search something on Flipkart or Amazon, right? You would go type in the thing that you want to look for. For example, if you're looking for a black t-shirt, you will search black t-shirt and probably you'll get some results, and that's where you'll scroll and look through it. But now use cases like you can do a voice based search, you can give a speech command to these apps to search on behalf of you, or an image to image search, which means basically you can click a photo of an existing product that you have and these apps render similar looking products to you. What are these things? These are nothing but fundamental data science use cases powering it. कितने छोटे फीचर्स, ऐसा लगेगा कि प्रोबेबली ये तो बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं है, बस स्पीच बोल करके सर्च ही तो कर रहे हैं. बट हाउ इट इज गेटिंग पावर्ड, राइट? इट इज स्पीच टू टेक्स्ट मॉडल, स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट स्पीच टू टेक्स्ट मॉडल्स पावरिंग इट, right? Image to image object recognition models doing that image to image search for you. So that is how fundamental data science use cases have become, right? Again, a personalized product recommendations. So any e-commerce app that you visit today, right, the homepage is different for me, is different for you, right? Because that's how the industry has evolved. That's how important recommendation engines are. Today it is no longer feasible to have a common template operating for everyone कि हाँ ठीक है, सबको एक ही पेज दिख रहा है और एक ही प्रोडक्ट्स दिख रहे हैं. That is not going to make a difference. The revenue is so contingent, so important on how these recommendation works, that it is impossible for industries to operate without it. As simple as that. So these are like how fundamental the use cases have become at e-commerce industries. OTT platforms की example लेते हैं. Let's take Netflix, Prime Video, content recommendation, right? The content that Netflix recommends is very different as compared to anyone else. So for each person, it gives a tailored recommendation basis my interest, my kind of understanding of the content, what I have liked, what's my historic browsing data, so on and so forth. So all of these in data points go into the model, and that's when Netflix actually recommends you. So how are these things happening? Who is training these models? Who is building this content recommendation engines? Purely data science teams, right? Data science teams are data scientists are the people जो इन सब प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम कर रहे हैं और इन सब मॉडल्स को बना रहे हैं, improve कर रहे हैं, accuracy improve कर रहे हैं. So it's a daily process, it's a continuous process. And the whole objective is that fundamentally it's so dependent, the revenue of these companies are now so dependent on such use cases that अब वो जमाना गया कि डेटा साइंस टीम यूज्ड टू वर्क इन साइलोज. तो अभी से 10 साल पहले क्या होता था? डेटा साइंस यूज्ड टू बी मोर लाइक एन R&D फंक्शन, कि ठीक है, मतलब अगर चल रही है चीजें, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स चल रहे हैं, कुछ रिसर्च चल रहा है, कुछ डेवलपमेंट का काम चल रहा है, तो चल रहा है, दैट इज ओके. दैट इज नॉट डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्टिंग बिजनेस, एंड दे आर नॉट हैविंग direct interaction or engagement with the management team, with CXOs of the company. But now things have changed. Now data science use cases have directly started impacting revenue. And the handshake is so strong that data scientists can no longer operate in silos. It's no more a research and development field. It's an active function within any company, a function that is equally important as sales, marketing, product, operations, as important as any of these functions. So that is how the importance of data science across industries have increased, right? OTT platforms example, auto generated thumbnails, subtitle generation, right? Subtitle generation is nothing but speech to text models to generate subtitles on the go. And obviously there might be a team of people who will vet the generated subtitles and fine tune it and make it ready to be used. But imagine the amount of hard work that is saved, or amount of efficiency that is brought in into the system using such speech to text models to generate subtitles. So that's how fundamental the use cases are across different industries. और भी एग्जांपल देख सकते हैं, फूड टेक, राइट? फूड टेक में अगेन personalized discountings, personalized coupons, your optimize your essentially food recommendation, restaurant recommendations, and all of these things are nothing but data science use cases. Fintech का example ले ले, for example, a very simple use case is underwriting engines. What is underwriting engine? कि आपका डेटा लेकर के योर क्रेडिट स्कोर, योर एसएमएस डेटा, योर ट्रांजैक्शन डेटा, all of that data is taken and your loan is approved within a matter of seconds. Gone are the days that you have to go and stand in a line and the entire loan approval process will take 15 days, 20 days. Today you can go to any fintech player, a good fintech app, and effectively within 30 minutes the amount will be credited in your bank account. That's how seamlessly and fast people are doing the entire KYC, the entire background check, pulling in all your data, your credit score, your credit history, your transactions, your SMS, and all of that data goes into that underwriting engine, which is again a model which evaluates your data and says that whether you are eligible for the loan or not. As simple as that. So very fundamental use case. The core product that these fintechs are having are effectively dependent on data science use cases itself, right? So that's how fundamental data science use cases have become across industries. So that was about how different industries has evolved and what to expect, and how fundamental or crucial data science as a field has become to the core industry itself. नाउ आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि चलो मतलब ये तो समझ में आ गया कि पिछले 10 साल में कैसे इवॉल्व हुआ है एंड कितना इंपॉर्टेंट हो चुका है डेटा साइंस आज के डेट में. बट इज इट अ बबल? इज इट गोइंग टू स्टिक? 5 साल 10 साल डाउन द लाइन, हाउ विल डेटा साइंस एज अ फील्ड इवॉल्व? विल इट रिमेन रेलिवेंट और इज इट जस्ट अ बबल कि अभी वन टाइम ग्रोथ हो गया एंड देन आफ्टर दैट इट विल फेड आउट? एंड फ्रॉम अ लॉन्ग टर्म करियर perspective, it is probably not the right domain to operate in. So, to answer these questions today, I'll take examples of two government organizations. One is IBF, India Brand Equity Foundation. So, I'll take this organization example and what kind of analysis, what kind of survey they have done, and what do they predict about data science as a career in the coming years. Second thing is second organization is US Bureau of Labor Statistics. So in order to give you guys a global outlook of how the data science domain itself is evolving, so we'll take some predictions, some statistics coming out from US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which is again a government or owned organization which conducts a lot of surveys around how different domains are moving across the globe. The reason that I've taken two government organizations is because I want you guys to have an unbiased perspective. You might see a lot of articles talking about how the field is evolving, but my says that a lot of these articles, even a lot of articles coming from media houses, are biased to essentially are biased towards some corporate interests, interest of individuals or companies, and they project the data in a very biased manner. The reason that I am taking today two non-profit government organizations is because these government organizations, they don't have any such biasness. Whatever they have analyzed for every other field, including data science, and that's where such unbiased perspective actually helps you in right decision making. So you might see a lot of articles being published by a lot of edtech firms, by a lot of media houses. So I generally don't trust those articles because we see that it may vary, the data points vary significantly, and a lot of people try to push their personal interest via such articles. So hence, always try to develop your perspective in a very unbiased way, and that's why today I think we'll go through these two organizations as an example. So first, what is IBF? Let me know if my screen is visible, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you can see the IBF website on my screen. So yeah, what is IBF? India Brand Equity Foundation. So this is a trust established by Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. And IBF is a knowledge center for global investors, international policy makers, and world media seeking updated, accurate, and comprehensive information on the Indian economy, states, and sectors. So that is what IBF is about. I'll also place this link in the chat section so that you guys can go through it at your perusal. So this is about IBF. Now, what is IBF predicting about data science as a like how does the future of data science and AI in India look like. So yeah, let me know if you can see this article, Future of Data Science and AI in India. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Right. So, how does future of data science and AI in India look like? Right. So, go through this article again. I think, in interest of time, I'll not be reading through the entire article, but just quickly give you guys a broad summary. I have pasted the link in the chat section, so feel free to go through this article after the session to have a deeper understanding of what this article talks about. But broadly, this IBF, they predict that the market for AI is expected to reach $7.8 billion by 2025 in India. And AI will grow at a rate of 20.2% CAGR, which is compound annual growth rate. And this they talk they put in a lot of numbers, they talk about a lot of things, so feel free to go through that. They talk about how the global AI market will also shift and how at what rate will it grow, so on and so forth. They also have predictions around job that by 2020 there will be a 31.4% increase in jobs related to data science and mathematical science, mostly AI based. So these are some of the data points that they talk about. They also have some detailed analysis that you can download from here and read through it. So this is what IBF, India Brand Equity Foundation, talks about. Now, next, if I take example of US Bureau of Labor Statistics, so what are the global market predictions, right? So let me know, guys, if you can see the website of US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if it is visible to you. Right. So again, I think this is an official website of the United States government, right? And the overall idea is that this particular organization evaluates progression of different occupation across the globe, how things are moving, and then they come up with summarized analysis around those charters itself. So this link is about data scientist, how data scientist as an occupation will evolve in the coming years. So again, I'm sharing this link with you on chat because I'll not be going through each and every data point, but broadly just giving you a broader understanding of how things look like. So here is what they have in terms of job outlook for next 10 years, 22 to 32. So the prediction is that this field will grow at a rate of 35%, which is much faster than the average. If you go to the job outlook section, they have a lot of data points. You can download it and go through it in details. But this chart is broadly what summarizes their understanding of the market. So here is like how all occupations will move, percent change in employment projected in next 10 years. All occupations, the percent change will be around 3%. Mathematical science occupations, the percent change will be 29%. And for data scientists, the percent change will be 35%. So that's how the US Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts how data scientists as a job occupation will evolve in the coming years. So go through these data points, go through these insights in order to make a very holistic decision about how you consider yourself going into this field in the long run, moving ahead in the next 10 years. So that's it about the industry, guys, about the broad industry trends, how things are looking, and what to expect, what not to expect. Let me know if you guys have any questions till now. Anything that you want me to touch base upon relevant to whatever we have discussed till now. If all is good, then we'll move ahead with the next section. So yeah, let me know, guys. I'll wait for 30 seconds and then we'll proceed with the next section. Yes, guys. So let's move on with the next section, required skills and qualifications. So in this particular section, we'll discuss about what kind of skills are required to become a successful data science today. So in terms of qualifications, top product companies generally prefer meritocracy over anything else. And almost all of these companies have their own well-defined interview process, and they evaluate the candidate. They have their own evaluation criteria, their structured tests, and everything. In terms of skills, I have like divided the skills into top three categories that are essential today: the technical skills, the projects, and soft skills. So I'll cover each of them on the go. I'll also walk you guys through the dashboard to give you a broader sense of how some of these technical skills look like. So going ahead first with technical skills, what are the technical skills required to be a successful data scientist today? So essentially, these are the eight skills that are very relevant in today's construct, and the progression of these skills also explains the different kind of roles that you become eligible for. For example, what all skill sets if you cover, you'll probably become eligible for an analyst role, and then if you additionally cover a few other skill sets, then junior data scientist, entry level data scientist roles, and some other skill sets that will help you also to go into senior data science positions and to also have a long term career in the domain of data science. So these are the broad skill sets. I'll cover each of them individually to help you guys get an understanding on what to look for, what to study, what kind of skill sets to develop to be a successful data scientist today. So I'll just share my screen. So we'll begin with programming skills. So when I say programming skills, what do I actually mean by it? So I'll just share my screen again. Right. So when I say programming skills, so this is like the dashboard, the learner dashboard at AlmaBetter. So if I go to the programming skills, right, if I go to the learn section, so this is the module one, which is introduction to computer programming. So this essentially are the programming skills that we're talking about. So effectively, it includes everything about Python, what are data types in Python, indexing and slicing, how to, what is object oriented programming, and everything around Python. This is module one, which essentially covers everything in Python from basic. Then module two, which essentially is numerical programming in Python, wherein you have to learn DSA, data structures and algorithms, what is recursion, string operations, good idea about data wrangling libraries like pandas and numpy. So any data scientist will be like really hands-on with these libraries, data visualization libraries, matplotlib, seaborn, how to use them, the implementation of all those things. So that is what effectively programming skills cover. This is the first technical skill set that will be required as a candidate who is pursuing or wants to pursue a career in data science. The next important technical skill set to have is around relational databases. So the module 3 at AlmaBetter is what effectively covers this skill set. So if you are working as a data scientist, that effectively means that you are working on large amount of data, and these data are stored in databases, relational databases. So getting an understanding of SQL, what are the inbuilt functions in SQL, how to write queries in SQL, what kind of joins are required, how do you prepare data using SQL. So effectively getting mastery over relational databases, SQL, and its use cases. So that is what is another use case that will be required. The third thing is data visualization. So what data visualization talks about? So that's the fourth module over here, wherein you get an understanding of using tools like Excel, Tableau, Power BI. How do you present your data? How to generate different graphs? How to connect your database with such tools, so on and so forth. So that is what is effectively required, guys, uh, to effectively master your skills around data visualization. After this, the next thing is statistics for ML, wherein the mathematics part of data science actually begins, which is module 5 over here, applied statistics. So feel free, guys, to go through the curriculum at AlmaBetter to get a sense of what kind of skill sets are required. You might or might not join AlmaBetter. That is okay. That is your decision. You have to evaluate yourself. But still, the content over here is structured and is available for all learners. So feel free to go through it to actually make a sense of what you need to study and what you need to do to be successful as a data scientist today. So applied statistics, wherein foundational maths for data science, advanced maths for data science, descriptive statistics, probability theories, distributions, joint distributions, inferential statistics, hypothesis testing, experiment design, confidence interval. So everything around stats, which effectively helps you better present your data, get better insights out of your data, and advanced use cases depending on whichever industry you are evolving in, right, or you're operating in. So these first four skill sets, which are programming skills, relational databases, data visualization, and statistics for ML. So once you cover these first four skill sets, you will be eligible for roles around data analyst, product analyst, marketing analyst, business analyst. All of these roles you will become eligible for in the market once you have these four skill sets covered. After that, the fifth skill set that is important to have is the introduction to machine learning, which is effectively knowing about machine learning itself, wherein you learn about supervised learning, regression models, classification models, decision trees, how to train your models, how to test your model, what is feature engineering, how do you deploy your model, so on and so forth. So this is where actually the machine learning or the data science part starts coming in, wherein you are actually working on data and projects that will help you train some data. You will have one business objective to fulfill. You'll be building recommendation engines. You'll be building some models that will do some kind of I would say decision making. So different kind of use cases, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and all of those things. Once you cover this, the machine learning part, so now you have all these skill sets in your arsenal. That is when you become eligible for entry level data scientist roles. So now at this position, once you have covered all these modules, which effectively means that you have covered the entire course of certification course of full stack data science. So this is a 6 month course, these six modules. If you cover all of them, you effectively are now eligible for data analyst and data scientist roles in the market, right? And so that is it about the certification in full stack data science course. Now if you want to move ahead and if you want to cover some additional topics which are advanced machine learning, deep learning, and ML ops, so for that we have our master's degree in data science program, wherein the foundation track is same, the first six modules are same. What effectively changes over here is the addition of specialization track, wherein those advanced concepts that I showed you over here, advanced ML, deep learning, and ML ops are covered. So productionization of ML systems, which is effectively ML ops, how do you deploy your models, what kind of APIs you develop, what kind of architecture you use to be able to deploy your models. So creating a model is one thing, uh, training a model is one thing, but deploying a model for a wider use case, so where billions and billions of APIs hit are coming over a week, over a day, right? So to cater to those kind of use cases, you have to have a fundamental understanding of how to deploy models, how to use Apache Airflow, how to deploy model at scale. So all of those things are required in the specialization track. Distributed machine learning, advanced machine learning, so all of these topics will be covered. Introduction to deep learning, wherein neural network and deep learning, what are deep neural networks, uh, deep learning for computer vision. So all those face recognition, image recognition models that you see, right, that are nothing but computer vision, CNN, right, convolutional neural network working on the go. So all of those deeper understanding. So the fundamental product use cases that we discussed, right, that Apple is using face recognition, Google is using object recognition, product recommendations, and all of those use cases are also having a good amount of influx coming in from this specialization track and these advanced knowledge base of data scientists. deep learning for NLP. So all that you see in craze right now, right? LLMs, which is nothing, Chat GPT, how to train a model that is equivalent to Chat GPT, advanced RNN models, large language modeling. So all of this is covered in NLP. So this specialization track is effectively what will help you master the concept of data science, and you'll have advanced machine learning, deep learning, and ML ops in your arsenal. Once you have these skill sets, then you become eligible for advanced data science roles also, and you can effectively move ahead into good product companies. You can apply for top product companies, you can apply for senior roles in these companies, and then your career starts progressing. So somewhere I think the first six skill sets, which is covered in the first six modules of the certification course or the entire certification course itself, that will help you get a job definitely above 5 LPA. In general, we have seen people getting jobs around 7 to 8 LPA at the go. Once you cover advanced concepts also, then you will obviously get a master's degree also, because if you pursue it from AlmaBetter, there is a master's degree that comes in from European University once you have completed the foundation track and the specialization track. And in general, because you have covered these advanced concepts, so you become more eligible for senior roles, for roles in top product companies. You become better equipped to be shortlisted across all the major product companies also. And your long term career also looks good, so you'll get higher package, and you can make switches also, and you can move to positions of lead data scientist, senior data scientist, and you can grow up the ladder. So that's how the technical skill sets framework look like, what to do, what kind of skill sets to have, and what kind of skill sets can help you land what kind of jobs also. सो ये हो गई ब्रॉडर स्किल सेट्स की बात. अब हम नेक्स्ट कवर करते हैं प्रोजेक्ट्स, राइट? द सेकंड स्किल सेट दैट आई डिस्कस्ड अपार्ट फ्रॉम टेक्निकल स्किल सेट इज प्रोजेक्ट. Now projects is very important. Why? Because a lot of things, right, that we do, that we study, we cannot directly put it on our resume. And in resume, projects are what will represent what you have studied. So projects are a practical application of all the concepts that you will be studying, and that is what will effectively be on the front face of your resume, and that is where the discussions and the interviews will keep on happening. सो अगर आप कोई भी डेटा साइंस का कोर्स करते हो, खुद से भी करते हो या फिर किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट से करते हो, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव अ गुड फोकस ऑन प्रोजेक्ट्स, टू हैव credible validated projects on your resume, because a resume that is having projects, data science experience, will definitely get shortlisted and will be given higher weightage. And in general, more than 95% of the interviews that happen for students at AlmaBetter, we have seen that the discussions, the first round, the second round of technical discussions, happen mostly around the projects that the candidate has written on his or her resume. Now, how does the project infra at AlmaBetter look like? So I'll again show you guys. So after each module, right? After each module, there is a section called capstone projects, where you can go and select the project. Some of these projects have come in from our hiring partners around their real world problems that they were facing. And this is how the entire projects framework look like. You have the project description, the data files that you need to download and start working on. Then you will also be doing a sample presentation video to show effectively what you have done, what kind of work you have done. So this effectively also improves your communication skill, and you get confident about these projects. And then these projects are finally evaluated by instructors and mentors who are people effectively working at these companies, and then they evaluate your project, and you get a validated, verified project that you can put on your resume. So that's how the entire projects ecosystem at AlmaBetter works like. And we duly understand that projects are very important for each student. It's fundamental to whatever learning you are doing. Hence, after every module we have a project. So whichever module you complete, it is mandatory to complete a project. So in a nutshell, by the time that you complete your data science module or the full stack data science course, you will have at least 6 to 7 projects that you have worked on that you can add on your resume. And all of these projects are listed here. So we have projects from Netflix, Zomato, Yes Bank, and you can work on these projects, and you can, so this more or less almost resembles that you are doing a course at AlmaBetter, but you have also kind of done an internship wherein you have actually worked on real world projects that you can add on your resume. Apart from these projects that are direct part of modules that are mandatory to be completed, you will also have additional projects available that you can complete, get them validated, and post them on your resume, and that effectively will help you in getting through this, right? So that is how the projects work. Like, in case you guys don't want to join AlmaBetter, or you have some other plans, still I would recommend that be like thorough with projects. Consider project as an important part of this entire journey to be a data scientist. There are a lot of other platforms wherein projects are available, even though it might not be structured and the validation and verification part might be lacking, but still for your own experience you can work on these projects on on competitive platforms such as Kaggle. There are a lot of open source repositories on GitHub, people who are working on good projects. You can fork these repositories and work on these projects to get a good idea of how things are evolving, what are the new age technologies, new age algorithms in data science that are being used. But fundamentally, the overall idea is that projects are important, and you should definitely have projects in your preparation journey to be able to excel as a data scientist in the long run. Now the next thing is required skills and qualifications. So as I told you, right, that, so let me just quickly share my screen again. Yep. So the next thing is required skills and qualifications. So as I told you that अब आज के ज़माने में data science काफ़ी important हो गया है. It is no more a secondary or a tertiary function within any organization. It is a primary function, and people are interacting with top management. It's directly driving business. It's directly driving revenue, and hence it is very important today, right? So that's why I think soft skills also are very important, because कहीं ना कहीं आप लोगों से interact करते रहते हो, and because you are working on business use cases, you are working on consumer problem, so your analytical skills, your logical reasoning, data interpretation, your structured thinking approach is critical these days. बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं आपको, आप जब एक्चुअल जॉब पे जाओगे तो आपको सीधा सीधा प्रॉब्लम नहीं मिलेगा कि ये डेटा है, ये प्रॉब्लम है, इसको सॉल्व कर दो. देयर विल बी अ बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम that will be given to you. You have to figure out what kind of data you will keep, you will reach out, what kind of analysis you will do, what kind of models you will build, and how will you solve that consumer problem using data science. So in order to run the model, to develop a model, that is one thing. बट उसके पहले का जो काम है, द प्री वर्क दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी एबल टू गो थ्रू एंड अंडरस्टैंड एंड reason out what is required, that is where your analytical skills and structured thinking abilities will be required. Business communication skills, it is very important, because today data scientists are interacting with CXOs, top management. There are a lot of cross functional meeting happening. You need to make stakeholders understand on what kind of model you are building, what is the use case of these models, ye aap kyun kar rahe ho, kaise kar rahe ho. So that is where business communication skills also become important. Personal branding, because if you have aspirations to move higher and you want to be recognized in the data science community as a budding data scientist or an established data scientist, so writing blogs on internet, YouTube videos, all of this help you in creating your personal brand that will again help you from a long term career perspective. Now, at AlmaBetter, we take all of this seriously. Hence, once you, so the entire course have been developed in a way that apart from technical skills and projects, these skills are also taken into consideration. So the analytical skills, the case studies. So at AlmaBetter, you will have sessions around case studies. There will be a dedicated section around business communication, wherein how to do presentations. As I showed you, right, that the projects that people are doing, they're also presenting it. Why presenting is important? Because that improves your business communication skills, that you can explain the work you have done. So every project that you will do at AlmaBetter, you'll also present it to a jury, present it to some mentors, instructors, who will then evaluate your presentation. So it's not only technical evaluation, but evaluation of your business communication skills, your analytical skills, so on and so forth. So that's how I think required skills and qualifications. Mein soft skills have become really important today. And if you want to succeed as a data scientist today, then just having the technical knowledge is not going to help you. You need to have good soft skills also to make you a successful data scientist. Now, next, I think I'll cover the interview process. Again, I think what we have done over here is we have aggregated the interview experience of our students in the last 3 to 4 months. So a lot of interviews have happened, and idea is that उनके experiences को summarize करके I will try to give you guys a picture of how an average or a standard interview process looks like today in 2024. There might be some deviations on a case to case basis. कुछ कंपनीज में थोड़े बहुत deviations हो सकते हैं, but mostly I think the fundamental structure remains same. And this is just to give you an idea of how to prepare for these interviews. So first thing is the application, that on the recruiting platform you can apply for the job directly, या फिर किसी recruiting portal से आप apply कर सकते हो. If you are in AlmaX, if you are in AlmaBetter's program, right, then the AlmaBetter's placement team will help you refer your resume, or refer you for the open job, for the job openings that are hiring partners. So that's where the application part begins. Mostly I think the first round is the HR interview round, जहाँ पे आपसे this is more like a getting to know the candidate kind of round. So you'll be asked questions around your work experience, educational qualifications, and a few behavioral questions to get a broad understanding of whether you are the right fit for this role or not. So after that HR interview round is done, mostly the next round that we see is phone interview round, which can last from 30 to 45 minutes. And generally, I think they will ask basic technical screening questions to understand that whatever you have written on your resume, you are actually the person representing that. You actually have the knowledge base around whatever you are portraying on your resume. So a basic screening round. If it is good to go, then the on-site interviews begin. Now this may vary from company to company. Some companies prefer it doing on the go by calling the candidates in their offices, and all the interviews happen on the same day. Some companies prefer the online mode, wherein the interviews can span out over a period of 1 to 2 weeks. So that depends on company to company. But this is fundamentally the most crucial round, wherein you will have your coding problem rounds, you will have your technical rounds, you will have your case studies. So these will be detailed technical discussions on your projects. There will be coding problems that will be given to you, wherein you have to solve certain coding assignments, submit it on the go, and then discussions around that. If it is a proper data scientist role or a senior data scientist role, then you can expect questions around case studies also, and there will be case study sessions also. So this is like step 4. What you see on the screen right now is the most important part of the interview. And once this is done, you effectively move to step 5, which is the last HR round, जहाँ पे आपका ऑफर लेटर नेगोशिएशन होता है. आपसे बेसिक एचआर क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, कल्चर फिट देखा जाता है. In 99% of the cases, we have seen that students who have completed the on-site interviews or have cleared that round effectively gets through the HR round. तो मोस्टली ऐसा हो जाता है, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती, as long as you do something extremely weird, which mostly I think any rational, any logical person won't be doing. So that's how broadly the interview process looks like. Again, this may vary slightly from company to company, but over here I've tried to holistically cover how a structured or a standard interview process, what to expect. So some of the elements might be missing in some of the interviews, but fundamentally that's how the flow will look like. So ये हो गई इंटरव्यू की बात. Right. Moving on. सैम्पल इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस. तो अब सैम्पल इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस की बात करें, तो ऐसा कोई लिस्ट ऑफ एग्जॉस्टिव लिस्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस नहीं है दैट आई कैन शेयर विथ यू कि ये 50 क्वेश्चंस पढ़ लो एंड द इंटरव्यूअर विल आस्क you like among this list of 50 questions all itself. So that is not going to happen. Generally आपका interview कैसे pace out करता है, that whatever projects you have written, so for example if you have worked on a project where you have used decision trees to do certain predictions, then you can expect technical questions around decision trees. What is random forest, what is bagging, what is boosting, what is XGBoost, how you have done feature engineering, what kind of accuracy metrics have you used, what is F1 score, so on and so forth. तो इस टाइप के आप क्वेश्चंस एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो. So most of the cases, more than 95% of the interviews, the questions, the topic of discussion generally revolves around the projects that you have listed, right? So whatever projects you have worked on, whatever projects you have listed on your resume, you have to be technically sound around those concepts, because 90 to 95% of the questions will be coming around those. So a whole lot of discussion will happen on your projects, on your past work experience, and all the technical concepts that you have applied and used on those processes. So expect questions, derivative questions around those topics itself. Types of case study questions. So at some places we also see like case studies questions being asked. So you can expect product case studies, data analytics case study questions, wherein you will be given some business problem and then you have to ask what kind of data is available, what kind of modeling you can do, what kind of use case you can build to effectively cater to some of the consumer requirements. So again, I think at AlmaBetter you will have case study rounds wherein these things will also be prepared for you, and you will effectively get an understanding of how this function evolves itself. So that's about primarily about case study questions. That's it mostly. I think I've covered almost everything that I wanted to cover for today's session. I hope you guys have a fair idea of how data science field is evolving, how things are looking, and what to consider, what not to consider, कैसे prepare करना है, क्या क्या skill sets चाहिए होते हैं. Feel free to ask any questions. Put your questions in the chat section if you have anything specific that you want me to answer now. And what will happen now is that let me see who is there. Yeah, so we have Shubham and Rachit from the admission counseling team. So they are senior counselors with us who will be taking up any queries and will also giving you a brief of how studying at AlmaBetter looks like, what to expect, what not to expect, what are the things that you effectively will do at AlmaBetter, how will the entire journey right from the day of till you get a job will look like, and effectively they will answer all your questions and take care of all your queries, right? uh, Meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions for me, feel free to put it on chat with me. I hope that today's session helped you guys get an idea of data science. So no matter whichever organization or function you are joining as a to pursue your career in data scientist, these things what I said today remains common across all the players and all the institutes all out there. So hope you guys can do a rational decision making and can help you effectively move ahead in that career. Shubham, I think you can take it forward from here. And yeah, I think that will be it from my guys. That will be it from my end, guys. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for joining in.
Thank you, Ishan. Thank you. Yeah, hi guys. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? So, I'm clearly audible to everyone, right? Yeah. So there were so many questions by the people that uh, please explain the process. Please explain the interview process. Everything we'll be discussing now, and we'll be seeing the dashboard also that how the process actually works at Alma Better. Okay. Okay, great, Kailash. I was seeing that there were so many people, they were asking that I am from non-tech background, I am from different background. Some of the people were having like questions like कि मैं 2-3 साल से data science field में ही काम कर रहा हूँ, how can I grow? So yeah, we have both the processes with us for the people who just want to enter into the data science industry. We have a certification program, and who want a long term growth for the people. We have the master's program as well. So Okay, so Shalini have completed data science course from another institution in the year 2021. Even they said they will guide the placement assurance and even everything, nothing was given. Shamini, I truly understand this thing because what has happened now, data science was quite new in the industry, right? So data science is the industry which was not aware to everyone, which was like everyone was not aware about this industry. So many institutions started teaching that, but that institutes were itself not like aware that how the placement happen. At AlmaBetter, we do provide a guarantee by signing an agreement. Yeah, so man, I know that you have a question that what is the placement scenario of the current industry. I'll be answering that question itself. And yeah, as Somen went through some of the negative reviews available on different social media sites like YouTube and all. सोमेन ने वो रिव्यूज देख के कोर्स करना बंद कर दिया था बट आई वॉन्ट रिकमेंड दिस टू हैपन विद एवरीवन गाइस ये जो प्रोग्राम है एज अर्शियन सेड दैट इट इज कंप्लीटली स्ट्रक्चर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंडस्ट्रियल रिक्वायरमेंट्स so if you complete the program in a structured format like where the major institutions are lacking behind is कि वो content तो है उनके पास में but delivery methods are not that much approachable as well as these programs are not structured. So we should study in a structured format, and if we are completing the studies in a structured format, definitely we can land with a great offer. uh, okay. Great. So yeah, Shamini, yes, we do provide the placement guarantee in our master's program too. Both the programs are with placement guarantee. And yeah, let's discuss about the program now by looking into the dashboard once, so that we get a clear idea about the structure or the program things that what are going to be provided by AlmaBetter. Okay, guys, is my screen visible to everyone? Okay, yes. Yeah, Shahid, you'll be getting the certificate for this session as well as for the individual level topic completion. Also, you'll be getting the certificate. So, first of all, let me explain you the certification value. So, this is a post graduation certification category certification program. What we have, which is the foundation track of the master's degree program, also. Okay, so we have two different programs at AlmaBetter, certification and the master's program. We'll be discussing both the programs now. So if you look into the dashboard, this is the dashboard after enrollment, and we have several sections available here. One is home section, second is learn, then classroom, practice and project. So home is combination of everything you'll be getting, like some supplementary courses, practice coding assessments, and everything will be available here. If we talk about the learn section, so the learnings at AlmaBetter do happen with different modes. So the primary mode of learning is live lectures, which will be happening 3 to 4 days a week, and the timing is going to be evening 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And these lectures will be happening from the mentors like Arshan, Alok, who are well versed with the technology, with the updates, and they will be teaching you. And also the teachers who available at AlmaBetter are industry experts who hold more than 6 7 years of experience, so they will be sharing you everything according to the industrial requirements, so that you get well versed with the knowledge as well as with the requirements of the industry, which can help us to prepare for the interviews. Okay, so the classroom section is for the live lectures, where you can see the upcoming live lectures for next 7 days, or you can filter this out for the next 30 days and today everywhere. So majorly the days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturdays where the lectures happen. You can see here Alok's lecture is going to happen for me, and that is about the advanced dashboarding concepts, and the lecture is going to happen today. Today is Saturday, so evening 8 to 10:30 this lecture is going to happen. I can directly click on this join class option, when it gets active, and I can enter into the live lecture. If I want to see the recordings of these live lectures, so these recordings will be available with lifetime access. I can find it here in the complete section along with the handouts. Okay, so these all things are there. Now, second mode of learning is the pre-recorded content. As along with the live lectures, pre-recorded content part is also available. So as Arshan showed you the learn section, this is the pre-recorded content part. So I'm sharing this dashboard link to everyone. Even you all guys can also see the dashboard of yours just by logging into this link. And yeah, until and unless you enroll into the program, you won't be able to access everything in the dashboard. But yes, you can see the content and the curriculum part. Yeah, Kailash, please, you can write in the chat box, Kailash. Meanwhile, when I'm showing this dashboard and everything, you can write your question in the chat box or in the question answer panel. I'll be answering every question. Okay, so I hope the learn and classroom section is clear to everyone. Is it clear, guys? Please, can you give me some thumbs up? If it is clear, then okay. Is it clear to only one person? Okay, cool. ठीक है गाइस, अभी तो दिन का ही टाइम है, सैटरडे है, अभी तो थोड़ा सा हम लोग एक्टिवनेस रख सकते हैं ना, बस थोड़ा सा टाइम और लूंगा. आई वोंट बी टेकिंग मच टाइम ऑफ योर्स, आई विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग यू द थिंग्स. एंड कोई भी आपके डाउट्स है, यू कैन राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स, आई विल बी आंसरिंग एवरीथिंग. ओके, चलिए फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं. एंड दिस इज द प्रैक्टिस पार्ट. सो हर टॉपिक के बाद में द प्राइमरी सोर्स ऑफ टीचिंग इज द लाइव क्लासेस, एंड सेकेंडरी मोड इज प्री रिकॉर्डेड कंटेंट. बट सेकेंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट जिस पे हमें सबसे ज्यादा फोकस करना है, दैट इज द प्रैक्टिस पार्ट. सो हर टॉपिक के बाद में आपको यहाँ पे लर्न सेक्शन में देखने को मिलेगा कि हर टॉपिक के बाद में हमें प्रैक्टिस के लिए भी चीजें मिल रही हैं. लाइक दिस इज द थ्योरी पार्ट अवेलेबल हियर, देन हियर द वीडियो पार्ट, और उसके बाद में फिर इसके रिलेटेड जो कोडिंग असिस्टमेंट्स हैं एंड इसके रिलेटेड क्विजेस हैं. सो टॉपिक वाइज विल बी गेटिंग क्विजेस, असाइनमेंट्स एंड कॉम्पिटेंसी चैलेंजेस, और ये सारी चीजें बेस्ड होती हैं इंटरव्यू में पूछे गए क्वेश्चंस पे. सो व्हाट दिस प्रैक्टिस विल हेल्प यू टू गेन इज कि प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज तो हमें मिलेगा ही मिलेगा टॉपिक्स के ऊपर कमांड इंक्रीज करने के लिए. इसके साथ में हमें जो टेक्निकल राउंड में कुछ क्वेश्चंस होते हैं कि कंपनीज में किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, इजी लेवल, हार्ड लेवल, है ना, कैटेगरी वाइज. इफ यू सी दैट की स्किल सेट कौन सा है, एसक्यूएल से रिक्वायर्ड चाहिए, एसक्यूएल से रिक्वायर्ड है, किस कंपनी में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, यू कैन सी दैट कंपनी एंड यू कैन फिल्टर इट आउट. एंड एडिशनल प्रैक्टिस भी आप कर सकते हैं जो टॉपिक वाइज आपको मिल रहा है उसके साथ साथ. And also the project part, every module there's going to be a project. Along with that, अगर आपको additional projects करने, so you can come here, you can see the projects, you can see the data also. Like अगर मैं Netflix वाले project पे click कर रहा हूँ, so I have the project description, I have the data files and evaluation criteria. ये evaluation criteria होने वाला है, data sets हैं, project templates हैं, उसका sample presentation, everything is available here. तो आपको जो मॉड्यूल वाइज और टॉपिक वाइज मिल रही चीजें, उसके साथ साथ में आप यहाँ पे आके एडिशनली भी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो. आई होप कि ये भी आप लोगों को क्लियर हो गया होगा. ओके, डेटा साइंस कॉन्सेप्ट्स, आई डिडंट गेट यू शायद. प्लीज कैन यू एलैबोरेट दिस क्वेश्चन. सर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ फुल स्टैक डेटा साइंस एंड एआई का सर प्लेसमेंट प्रोसीजर क्या है? या डेफिनेटली कैलाश, विल बी डिस्कसिंग राइट नाउ आफ्टर दिस डैशबोर्ड. अभी हमारा नेक्स्ट पॉइंट वही होने वाला है अबाउट द प्लेसमेंट क्राइटेरिया. ओके, एंड I have a doubt, yeah. Shamini, in live session, we have doubt in live classes, so the interaction will be in chat only. Yeah, Shamini, what happens is that in different institute, what happens, they keep 400, 500 students in a batch. But at AlmaBetter, we do not keep that much students. We have regular batches, so we only keep 35, 40 students in a batch, so that the interaction goes on well. Agar if it is required that you should be called on stage to have face-to-face interaction, yes, the teachers will be doing that. Elsewise, the doubts will be cleared in the chat itself. है ना, अगर वो रिक्वायर्ड है कि आपसे इंटरेक्ट करके ही डाउट क्लियर करना है. अभी जैसे आपके चैट से भी हमारे डाउट्स क्लियर होते जा रहे हैं, So if it is possible, yeah, we'll be doing with the chat. But if it is not possible with that, it is required to call you on stage. We'll be calling on stage also. Okay. And Nikhil, how much package I get as a fresher if I join AlmaBetter? Okay. And Shahid is asking about the concepts. Concepts means the live lectures. If I talk about Shahid, then around 3 to 4 days a week, live lectures will be happening with the theory and practice part. Along with that, we'll be having revision sources. And also, I would like to show you everything that we have a live support panel. So if there is anything which is not clear in the live lecture, you want to ask that when the lectures are not happening. At that time, you can come to this help section where the second part is live support panel. This live support panel is active from Monday to Friday, morning 12 to evening 8, where subject matter experts are available to discuss the queries and doubts on one-on-one basis. This live support is one-on-one basis discussion for the doubts and queries. ओके सो आई होप कि शामिनी आपका एक डाउट तो क्लियर हो गया कि अगर मुझे डाउट पूछना है सेपरेटली सो आई कैन आस्क दैट और नॉट सो इफ यू वांट टू आस्क एनी डाउट सेपरेटली and even though the lecture is not happening you can go to the live support panel where subject matter experts will be available to clear your queries and they will be discussing on one-on-one basis even both in video audio mode they are available. ओके सो ये हो गया यहाँ पे क्लियर. अभी पैकेजेस के बारे में एंड प्लेसमेंट्स के बारे में बहुत सारे डाउट्स आ रहे हैं सो वो भी डिस्कस करेंगे. उसके पहले एक मेंटोरशिप सेशन के बारे में बता देता हूँ. So we also have mentorship sessions availability with us. So these mentorship sessions are the one-on-one sessions with the industry expert who carry a great experience about the industry. So you will be getting access to connect with the mentors or the industry experts through this mentorship session. You can come here, you can click on book now, you can book the session related to interview guidance, job search counseling, resume guidance or academic counseling, project guidance, anything. If you want a separate project guidance, you can come to the project guidance as well. ठीक है. लेट्स सपोज कि मुझे जॉब सर्च काउंसलिंग के लिए मुझे एक एक्सपर्टीज चाहिए सो आई कैन कम हियर आई कैन प्रोवाइड द अवेलेबल टाइम स्लॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू my calendar and then accordingly the mentors will be accepting your invite and they will be calling you in the session which is going to be a session of about 1.5 hour to 2 hour. Only you and the mentor will be there in the session, so this is something which will be helping you with. Okay, and then the job board. This job board is something which is a free of cost service by AlmaBetter, and here, जो different platforms होते हैं like LinkedIn, Indeed और different placement supportive platforms है, वहाँ पे जो openings available होती हैं, we filter them out and वहाँ से consultancies को हटा के जो major companies के postings होते हैं, we carry them all and we paste it here so that आपको परेशान नहीं होना पड़े. You can find the opportunities in a simple manner. So these are the openings available in the entire market. As there was a question by one of my friend, right? So yes, there are opportunities available which will be providing here. Nikhil, the mic is not going to on unless and until the mentor wants it. Okay. So if you have anything to ask, you can either write in the chat box and then if mentor allows you, then you can speak. So Sumen, there are so many opportunities available now. Also, you can even go to AlmaBetter's LinkedIn profile where you can check the placements are actually happening. And if you talk about the average package, what people are getting, even as a fresher coming from different backgrounds, then it is between 8 lakh to 10 lakh per annum for freshers. Okay, even from the certification program. बट उसके लिए भी हमें एक चीज को समझना पड़ेगा दैट देर आर फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स who do not study, who do not complete the program and then asking for the placement, then we cannot help, which is not the procedure. So if you want the placement, you have to qualify a test after completing the program. So as you can see here in the dashboard, there is a section known as career section. So here you can see your track that how much you have studied. ठीक है. अगर आप प्रोग्राम कंप्लीट करते हो, we do not have any attendance criteria, so when you complete this program then you have to give this AB CAT test एंड दिस एबी कैट टेस्ट के लिए अगर हमारे जो सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम्स, इसमें दो प्रोग्राम्स हैं. So for the premium program, we provide 12 months of time to qualify this AB CAT test, and in Iconic program, we provide 18 months of time to complete this AB CAT test. So once you complete this foundation track, you can give this AB CAT test, and the AB CAT test is about to check whether you have studied properly or not. That's it. So for this, you will be getting 5 attempts to qualify, and the qualification score is only 60% marks, in which 70% easy level questions are there, 20% medium level questions, and only 10% hard questions are there. So you can easily qualify this test if you are on track, if you are studying properly. And after qualifying this test, we ask you to sign the AB ALMA X का ISA, यानी कि इनकम शेयर एग्रीमेंट इन द सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम. इनकम शेयर एग्रीमेंट की कंडीशन ये है दैट द करियर सर्विसेज फीस पार्ट ऑफ योर फी विल बी चार्ज्ड ओनली आफ्टर द प्लेसमेंट्स, दैट टू इफ यू गेट एनी पैकेज अबव 5 लाख पर annum. क्लियर है गाइस कंडीशन आपको? आईएससी की कंडीशन क्लियर हुई है गाइस आपको? यस, नो, थम्स अप, एनी रिएक्शंस? ओके, सो ये आईएसए साइन होने के बाद में अब प्लेसमेंट के क्राइटेरिया को समझते हैं, बिकॉज दिस इज द मेजर गैप इन इंडस्ट्री दैट पीपल डू नॉट नो हाउ टू अप्रोच. The career services will not be charged. The career services fees will be charged if you get any package above 5 lakh per annum, then only. This is the condition for ISA. Okay, so I'll be showing that thing to you, है ना. सो 5 LP के ऊपर ही रहेगा भाई पैकेज. हाँ, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको एबी कैट टेस्ट भी क्वालिफाई करना है, पढ़ाई भी करनी है. पढ़ाई करेंगे तभी एबी कैट टेस्ट क्वालिफाई होगा. देन वी कैन गेट इनटू एल्मा एक्स. Yeah. I truly understand, Shamini, कि वो होता है. So here, what we have the agreement, what people are doing in different institute, there are so many institute, they will say that कि आपको कोई fee pay नहीं करना है, आप केवल agreement sign कर दो. But at the same time, they do the agreement, and also they do the finance process for your fees at the same time of admission. They'll be asking for your PAN card, Aadhaar card, and different documents, and they'll be directly signing the एग्रीमेंट. एंड बस फिर आपका प्लेसमेंट होता है नहीं होता है, आपका तो फाइनेंस पहले ही हो चुका है जब आप एनरोलमेंट करते हैं. तो सो प्लीज डू टेक केयर ऑफ दिस कंडीशन वेरी केयरफुली. Shamini, there are so many opportunities in our country itself, so we primarily focus on that. But then too, if you have any concern, you can discuss it with the mentor. We'll be assigning a personal mentor at the time of ALMA X, which I'm going to discuss right now. So you can give the preferences to them. They will be discussing about that, and if there is any availability, yeah, definitely we are going to arrange for that. Okay, but we are not promising any specific location wise placements. Yeah, we do have a placement guarantee, and we have a strong network of more than 700 recruitment partners with us. So we'll be guaranteeing amongst them. And if there is any position available in the abroad, yeah, definitely we'll be discussing about that, and we'll be making available for you if possible then. Okay, so now let's discuss about कि placement होगा कैसे आज के time पे, because the people are applying on 200, 300, 400 companies, but they are not getting the interview calls also. Why is this happening? Colleges बोलते हैं कि रिसेशन चल रहा है, कंपनीज ही नहीं है. तो फिर वो पोजीशंस आए कैसे इंटरनेट पे, अवेलेबल कैसे हुए? और अगर वो हैं तो हमें कॉल्स क्यों नहीं आ रहे हैं? And when we discuss to these institutes who say that we'll be providing the placement assurance, they'll simply give an answer कि अभी रिसेशन चल रहा है, प्लेसमेंट हो नहीं रहा है. Again, it comes to the same figure. But we have to understand that currently approach is very much easy to do, right? आप भी करते हो, ऐसे आपके जैसे कई सारे लोग करते हैं. But how to stand like ahead them, ताकि हमारी प्रोफाइल एचआर पिक कर ले, because for a single position also there are thousands of applications coming up. ठीक है, so वो अप्रोच कैसे करना है वो हमें नहीं सिखा रहे हैं लोग. इंटरव्यू देना कैसे, हाउ टू डिलीवर द इंटरव्यू, people can teach us, but how to crack that interview, no one is going to teach you. So after signing the ISA in the certification program, a training Alma X will be there, which will continue for about 1.5 months to 2 months, in which resume building, LinkedIn profile optimization, different types of communication skills, these kind of trainings will be provided to you in a detailed format with the industry experts. We will be helping you with 50 plus mock interviews according to the different rounds happening in different industries, which is going to give you a real insight about the industry. As Shamini already have given the interview and is working as a data analyst, so she knows that how many rounds there are to be cleared first, and in which round what are the answers to be given, so that we can get placed in. So इस तरीके का पूरा experience we are going to give you through this Alma X training. And in the meanwhile, Alma Better की एक टीम आपकी प्रोफाइल के अकॉर्डिंग एक प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट बनाती है, and out of our 700, more than 700 recruitment partners, we start circulating your profile according to your previous work experiences, about your educational background and everything. We consider that and we start circulating your profile, एंड वहां से हम आपके लिए मल्टीपल इंटरव्यूज शेड्यूल करते हैं. As Ocean right now said, there are some companies which take around week or 2 weeks time to finalize with the final call of interview, right? So meanwhile, जब आप वेट कर रहे हैं उसी टाइम पे हम डिफरेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए भी आपके इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल करते हैं, ताकि हम उस टाइम पे भी कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटीज तक हम पहुंच पाए. सो यू विल बी गेटिंग मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस, मल्टीपल इंटरव्यूज इन डिफरेंट कंपनीज दैट विल हेल्प यू टू गेट प्लेस्ड इन. एंड ऐसा नहीं कि केवल इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल कर दिया बस हो गया. If there is an interview scheduled by we can say like for the company as Google में business analyst के role पे आपका अगर interview schedule हुआ है, so for that particular round, suppose कि technical round आपका होने वाला है, so for that particular technical round we'll be helping with the mock interviews first, like 2-3 mock interviews will be happening, and then you will be sitting in the interview, so that जो एक रिजेक्शन का चांस है वो बहुत नेग्लिजिबल हो जाए. So this is what we take care of. This is how we help the people, and this is why we are getting the results, and we have become the pioneer in our country in relation to data science. ठीक है, with maximum placements happening. अमेजन में अभी रिसेंटली हमारी एल्मा बेटर से भी रिसेंटली 2 प्लेसमेंट हुए इन अमेजन, एंड द पीपल बिलोंगिंग टू आईटी फील्ड नो दैट कि अमेजन का जो इंटरव्यू होता है दैट इज क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट इफ यू कंपेयर इट विद एनी अदर कंपनी. ओके गाइस, सो आई होप कि आपको अभी प्लेसमेंट वाला सीन क्लियर हो गया होगा, किस तरीके से आपकी प्लेसमेंट ट्रेनिंग होती है एंड आपका प्लेसमेंट होता है इन द सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम. इज इट क्लियर गाइस? Yes, no, thumbs up, any reaction? Is it clear, guys? How the placements happen? Okay, okay, great. So the people are dropping off. I think that the people were not interested much. So it's a request कि मैं ज़्यादा time अभी आपका नहीं लेने वाला हूँ. I will be explaining about the structure of both the programs, and then we can wrap this session up. But if you have any concern, please write in the chat box. Okay, Shamini have another thing that since I am working in startup company, there is no PF for me. So these are company based things, Shamini. So we do primarily focus on product based companies, and we have many multinational corporations where everything will be followed up. So you took the placement just because that you are not having any option, but here we'll be helping you with the placements at good companies with good offers. No, no problem, Shamini. So a new account can be created on, and we can discuss these things with the company HRs directly. Okay, so this is the post selection part which can be discussed from the HRs. Okay, and it's not a big deal. Okay, guys, so let's move ahead. Now let's discuss about the master's program as well. This was the certification program. So if we talk about the master's program, So master's program is a program for about 12 months in which first the foundation track will be same, second specialization track is there, and then the placement part is there. So we give you two options. One is that either you complete the foundation track and then take the placement, and then after taking placement you can go with the specialization track, or you can complete both the foundation track and specialization track and then go for the placements. Everything will be with you that what is the decision. But to get the master's degree, master's in computer science related to data science from Wolf University, England, you have to complete the entire program, which works according to the European credit based system. For the foundation track you'll be getting 30 credits, as well as for the specialization track you'll be getting 30 credits, which makes overall 60 credits. And after getting this credits you will be getting the master's degree from Wolf University, England. ठीक है, सो बाकी चीजें तो आपने देखी हैं, बाकी चीजें लगभग कॉमन है. सो द डिफरेंस इज इन दी फीस स्ट्रक्चर वाला पार्ट ऑल्सो. सो फीस स्ट्रक्चर डिस्कस करने के पहले अगर आप लोगों को कोई डाउट है, सो यू कैन राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स, एल्सवाइज यू कैन गिव मी अ थम्स अप. Definitely, Omon, this is going to help you because see the structure, the algorithm of the program. If we talk about the ingredients of the program, then everything is designed according to the industrial requirements, and it's said to be as a job oriented or industry oriented program where our institutions and our sister concern companies and everyone is involved to in this curriculum structure. Okay, so it is designed accordingly. Just you have to give some 2 to 3 hours of time in a day so that you understand the topics very well and you can practice it along. So after studying and practice, definitely you can land with a better offer what people are getting. Because so we have so many people. If I talk about some of the examples, so one of my candidate was from BCom background, and he was having experience in the banking sector only. बैंकिंग में भी वो क्रेडिट कार्ड सेल्स और फाइनेंस सेल्स वाला उसका एक्सपीरियंस था. आफ्टर दिस प्रोग्राम he got selected as a manager and manager finance analyst in Bajaj Finserv at 12 LP as a package. So if he can do that, then yes, definitely you can also do. So I have one of the candidate who have done BBA, सिंपल बीबीए किया, कॉमर्स फील्ड का है वो भी, and then he did the course, and as a fresher he got the role as business analyst and his package was 9 LPA. So these things are much possible, but उसके लिए हमें भी पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी. Yeah, it can take, for few people it can take around 8 months or 9 months also to complete the program, but it is not a bigger problem. आपको program complete करना है, the support will be provided by AlmaBetter. So, Shamini, I have to go through the profile first of your brother, for which I'm sharing a link here, like guys. So you all who are having more questions and want every question to be clear, so you all guys can fill this form, Google form, so that we can connect you on one-on-one basis. We can call you so that we can discuss all these points, and then we can come to the conclusion. एंड बाकी अगर आपके ऐसे कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं जो अभी अभी के प्रोग्राम के रिलेटेड है, सो यू कैन राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स. ठीक है, सो नो प्रॉब्लम. शायद यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दिस फॉर्म लिंक एंड यू कैन ये मैंने पेन भी कर दिया है अभी. सो you guys can fill this form and we'll be connecting you separately to discuss all the points in a proper format, and then we'll be clearing those queries. Now coming to the part, we have two programs. One is the certification and second one is the, so let's come to the certification wala part. Okay guys, so is it clear now? So certification in full stack data science, so we have two programs. One is premium and another one is iconic in the certification program. So for the premium program, for this certification program, जो tuition fees वाला part होता है, that is charged at the time of admission, whereas the career services fees is charged after the placement. So for the premium program, which is the basic program जिसमें services सारी आपको मिलती हैं, लेकिन certification सिर्फ AlmaBetter से होता है. And in iconic program, you'll be getting additional master classes from IIT Guwahati professors, a chance to visit IIT Guwahati campus for 2 days under the immersion, and the certification is going to be a dual certification. One is from AlmaBetter, another from IIT Guwahati. Okay, guys. So ये दो programs हैं हमारे पास में AlmaBetter पे. And if you talk about the premium program, the tuition fees, which is the basic program, उसके लिए जो tuition fees है that is 30,000 plus GST means 35,400. And इसके लिए जो career services fees है जो placement के बाद charge होगी that is 10,000 rupees per month for 24 months, यानी 2,40,000 है. बट जब आपकी सैलरी आना चालू होगी तब से, एंड अगर आपका पैकेज 5 लाख पर एनम के ऊपर लगेगा तो. So this is what the difference between other platforms and AlmaBetter Shamini, that will be signing this agreement only after your course completion, where it will be clearly mentioned कि आपका प्लेसमेंट हम करा देंगे एंड उसके बाद भी अगर आपका पैकेज 5 लाख के ऊपर लगेगा तभी हम आपसे फीस स्टार्ट करेंगे, नहीं तो हम ये करियर सर्विसेज फीस आपसे चार्ज नहीं करने वाले. या कैलाश, यू कैन राइट इट डाउन इन द चैट बॉक्स, आई विल बी आंसरिंग. Okay, so this is the premium program, and for the iconic program, which is IIT Guwahati certification. So for this, the tuition fees is going to be 60,000 plus 80 GST, and it means 70,800. And इसके लिए जो career services fees है that is 1,50,000, which will be again charged as 10,000 rupees per month for 15 months. Similarly, the same condition, अगर आपका पैकेज 5 लाख पर एनम के ऊपर लगेगा तो, एंड जब आपकी सैलरी आना चालू होगी तब से. Okay, so what is AlmaX? So AlmaX is the placement training, Gurjas, जो कि आपकी होगी जब आप AB CAT एग्जाम क्वालिफाई करके करोगे ना, फिर ISA साइन करोगे, उसके बाद में जो प्लेसमेंट ट्रेनिंग होती है 1.5 से 2 महीने की, दैट इज AlmaX. एंड कैलाश, इनको से कितना पे करना होगा और उनका कितना LPA का CTC रहेगा. So Kailash, the package might different with 1 or 2 lakh rupees of amount annually. Majorly जो benefit मिलता है आपको certification का तो ये है कि आपको जल्दी preference मिल सकता है jobs के लिए. Packages might vary, yes. अभी जो average package है 8 लाख से 10 लाख के बीच में, so the people coming from the IIT Guwahati certification can get around 11-12 LPA also, even as a fresher. जो कि IIT गुवाहाटी के वैल्यूएशन हो सकता है सर्टिफिकेशन में, बट इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंपनी फाइनली. ठीक है, वी कैन नॉट से डायरेक्टली कि हाँ भाई इतना मिल जाएगा. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू ऑल्सो कि आप किस तरीके से प्रोजेक्ट एग्जीक्यूशन कर पा रहे हो, आप किस तरीके से आपने चीजें सीखी हैं. अलॉन्ग विद दैट इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंपनी ऑल्सो. ठीक है, सो हमें उस पैकेज के लिए पहले अपनी तैयारी को बहुत सॉलिड करना है, जिसके लिए हमें प्रोग्राम में प्रॉपर फोकस करना है. ओके कैलाश, इज इट क्लियर नाउ? And Gurjas, I hope that AlmaX वाला पॉइंट भी आपका क्लियर हो चुका है, राइट? Okay, so this was about the certification program, guys. I hope it is clear. नहीं हुआ है तो आप 1-on-1 सेशन के लिए आप लोग एक बार फॉर्म फिल कर दीजिएगा. We can call you and we can guide you. Now coming to the second part, that is the master's degree program. So master's degree program में सबसे पहली चीज तो सबसे पहला बेनिफिट तो यही है कि आपको मास्टर्स डिग्री फ्रॉम वुल्फ यूनिवर्सिटी इंग्लैंड आपको मिल रही है. इसमें जो फाउंडेशन ट्रैक वाला पार्ट है दैट इज ऑफ आइकॉनिक वाला प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, उसमें IIT गुवाहाटी का सर्टिफिकेशन आपको मिलता है. एंड दिस प्रोग्राम इज क्वाइट प्रीपेड प्रोग्राम, जिसमें जो अगर हम फीस की बात करेंगे तो 2,80,000 प्लस GST मींस 3,30,000 होती है. एंड इस 3,30,000 में वी हैव टू ऑप्शंस, आइदर यू कैन pay the entire 3,30,000 in the starting, or else we can divide this 3,30,000 into two parts, जहाँ पे आपको जो 2,30,000 वाला part है you have to pay at the time of admission, and the remaining 1 lakh वाला part will be paid after the placements accordingly, कि अगर आपका package 5 lakh के ऊपर लगता है तो. So we have two different options available here, elsewise every details is provided. I hope कि मास्टर्स डिग्री प्रोग्राम भी अभी आप लोगों को क्लियर हो गया होगा. Is it clear, guys? Master's course duration is Shamini around 12 to 13 months, and yeah, it will be having like, because foundation track ka duration they can 6 to 7 months, and then 5 to 6 months for that specialization track, and then the industry immersion track and aapka placement wala part. So overall, it can be around 15 months, we can say, along with the placements and everything. And one more benefit what you get in the master's program is, Shamini, you will be getting early access to AlmaX. Okay, so as you are well versed with the technology, and if you are able to so do go with the interviews, you can start like, you can enter into the AlmaX by signing everything, and आपके interview start हो जाएंगे. So you will be getting access to that also. Okay, guys. अभी कोई डाउट है किसी के? Yes, no, anything? अगर डाउट्स नहीं है तो you can give me a thumbs up reaction. अगर डाउट्स हैं तो you can write in the chat box. I am having 21 people here in the house. Okay, one. Only one reaction I got. Rest 20 people are doing research or what? 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Shall we be waiting for 2 more minutes for the doubts? If you have any doubt, you can write here or you can fill the form. Okay, sir. Iconic में apart from the 6th module, the advanced ML deep learning का module है मिलेगा. No, Mon. The deep learning and advanced ML module is the specialization track module, which is in the master's degree program. In the data, in the certification program, we have the modules till the machine learning part, not the advanced machine learning part. For that, you can log into the dashboard, AlmaBetter dashboard पे आप login करके एक बार detail curriculum check कर सकते हैं. The curriculum is available for everyone. Any other doubt, guys? So, Soman, I'll be sharing your profile with the master's team so that they can connect you, and they will be informing you more better. Because आपका जो enrollment details है वो सारी चीजें check करके they will be guiding you, as they will be having some scholarships also for you. Yeah, I just forgot to share the scholarship part, guys, with you. So let me share that scholarship wala part also. So we have something. I have something for you all, guys. Uh, okay, this is the certification in data science. Certification in data science. So let me check. Yes, it is available. So guys, we have a 20% scholarship for the guys who have joined in the session on the tuition fees for the certification program, as well as for the master's degree program. Also, you can get a 20% scholarship on the fees. So I am sharing the coupon code now in front of you guys in the chat box also. So this is the coupon code. You can apply this coupon code and you will be getting the scholarship on the fees, guys. So I am pinning it. You can see this, and you can apply on the enroll now tab, and you'll be getting 20% discount on the tuition fees, as well as for the master's degree program. You can ask the counselors to provide this. And yes, after this discount also, the tuition fees can be converted into no cost EMIs, and for that we have several options available, like credit card no cost EMIs, Bajaj Finserv no cost EMIs, and all. Okay. Yeah, so Shamini is having another question, sir. After joining Iconic and getting placed, in case if I want to join in masters further after getting placement, again we will start from the fundamentals of these specifications. So Shamini, you can join the masters before getting placed, not after getting placed. During the certification program itself, you can upgrade to masters, but after getting placements, it is not possible to upgrade to masters program. If you want to start with the iconic program, you can start with the iconic program. Will be helping you with the placements and everything. And then in future, if you want, then yeah, we can discuss that. But to upgrade after the placement, it is not an option. Any other question, guys? I think so many of you have tried to apply this mang 20 code. So guys, you can try this code. You will be getting 20% discount on the tuition fees. And if you're having any problem, you can request a call back so that the mentors and the counselors can connect you and you can help. You can be helped with that. And if you want to convert, if you are having problem to convert the tuition fees into EMIs, please reach out to the counselors, or you can fill the form, which I shared the link quite time back. So yeah, we'll be definitely reaching you out. आप लोग request a call back भी कर सकते हो, will be helping you. And so many of you might be in contact with some of the counselors, so you can reach them on their personal contact. They will be helping you with it. Any other question, guys? So I can see 20 people are there in the session. So by the Tuesday, that is the next batch date for the masters as well as for the certification program, 28th, we are having a new batch. So I want to see these 20 people starting their career in data science industry, and they are enrolling. So I want to see all these 20 people to enroll by 28, which is the next batch date. So we have that time. This month 20 coupon code is available to get the scholarship, guys. Do enroll fast so that you can start early. And what is the peak time? The peak time to get placed in the data science industry is between September to January. So that is the prime time where you can showcase your skill set. So अगर आप अभी start करते हैं, you can get prepared till the time, and then you can like start putting the industry on fire and get placed with a good offer. Okay, guys. So thank you so much, everyone, to join this session. Make it to make it more interactive. I hope that all the points are covered in the session. Still, if अगर कोई points remaining है, then please reach out by requesting for a call back so that we can call you back and we can interact with you and we can help you. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Happy weekends.